In today's Good Brief, rock climber Alex Honnold of free solo fame will attempt to do what no one has ever done before, and that is scale Taiwan's tallest building, the Taipei 101, all 101 floors of glass and steel. And he'll do it, as he tends to do, with no ropes, no parachute, no safety net. Netflix will air his attempt live starting in just about an hour, though rain could delay that start. The husband and father of two young girls sat down with our Elizabeth Wagmeister, and she had a big question for him. Why do this?
Knowing that you're going to die isn't inherently scary. I mean, like, you know that you're going to die. Like, are you feeling fear about that right now?
No, but I'm not on the side of a mountain.
When I'm doing a real free solo, like something challenging, I'm focused on what I'm doing. And so I'm not thinking about all the other things. And that's kind of why you think about a lot of those things ahead of time, to sort of do all the processing that you need and then commit to the path that you're on. And then when you climb, you're sort of unencumbered by all those other thoughts. Ideally. I mean, sometimes you get up there and you're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Alex Honnold is doing what he loves, but what most would consider an absolute nightmare. Climbing tall, daunting mountains without the use of ropes, harnesses, or any protective gear, using just his hands and feet.
It's so dangerous.
That's Honnold, climbing El Capitan's more than 3,000-foot granite wall in Yosemite for the 2018 Oscar-winning documentary, Free Solo.
It's been a lifelong dream of mine to climb a skyscraper.
Honnold's next challenge is something else that's never been done before. He'll attempt to scale one of the tallest skyscrapers in the world, the Taipei 101 Tower in Taiwan, 101 floors and more than 1,600 feet tall. This time, we'll see his climb as it happens. The event will be broadcast live on Netflix. How did this come to you? Was it Netflix or was it your idea?
Well, so the original idea of climbing a building actually sort of came to some friends of mine like more than a decade ago, and we scouted some buildings at the time, and it was a proposed TV thing that kind of fell apart. And so it's been kind of simmering on the back burner. The production company Plimsoll that I've worked with on several other projects maybe pitched it to Netflix, and then it sort of happened.
It will be the biggest urban free solo climb ever.
And then it's interesting because even from a live sports perspective or something like a live TV perspective, I'm like, it's not that different than watching, like live football or MMA or other things like that. It seems more dramatic because the consequences are so much higher, but the risk, the actual likelihood of having an injury are, I would say, I would say close to zero, like basically zero. I feel like it's going to be fine. Whereas other sports, like people are going to get hurt for sure. Mm-hmm. They're just probably not going to die. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of a weird, it's funny that people see the high consequences and they're like, that seems crazy. But you're kind of like, well, it's very low risk though. Whereas other things that you watch all the time are incredibly high risk.
To hear you say it's very low risk, well, 99.9% of people watching this are thinking, oh my gosh, this is very high risk.
Well, it's very high consequence. I mean, that's I think it's important to differentiate. Like, if something happens, I would die. Though actually on this particular building, that's not even totally true because there are balconies every 8 floors. Just the geometry of the building, like the shape of the building is such that you actually could fall in tons of places and not actually die, which makes it in some ways safer than a lot of rock climbing objectives. Cause
how did you settle on this particular building?
Yeah, I scouted a few of the tallest buildings in the world over time and looked at tons of photos and kind of like considered things. But actually, we went to Taipei for the first time like more than a decade ago, and basically as soon as I touched the building, I was like, this is perfect. Because it just hits all the sweet spots. The building, Taipei 101, is singular.
It's pretty incredible.
It's so striking.
Yes.
It sticks out. It's insane. From a distance, it looks insane. Like it looks impossible. But then when you get right up close to it and you start grabbing the actual metal trim around the windows and things, you're like, oh, actually, this is perfectly suited for a human hand. It's like, it just works.
I have to fully focus on the task at hand and execute well.
You want to do something that's challenging for the right reasons, that doesn't feel contrived, it's like beautiful, it's aesthetic, it's everything, it's perfect.
I've been to the top of that building. I would not climb it.
好。爬了一下，爬了一下。
大家好，我是主播周玉琴。很多的朋友告诉我们，选择原版的太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌，它添加有羽衣甘蓝，健康再加分。而有睡眠困扰的朋友们，赶快选择蓝色包装这一款晚安加强版，绝对是更有感。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good。请上快点购为健康下单，而且要记得输入推荐代码，有额外的折扣优惠。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便。要吃就吃最好的。